we're just going to try to figure out how to do one. We're doing this one segment at a time tonight. Dave, he's already done. He's already.
Isn't that how we always do it?
No, I like to have more of a plan than that. But we're just making it up as we. Why don't you do the sponsors again? Let's just.
We got Canacare, Merchants Bank Arch Systems, Green Side Up. You know what? Let's even throw in Circle Jam Productions this time around for our good friend
sake.
Caleb.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Galilee Productions, Urban Tattoo. We love you all. We thank you all. You make this happen. You bunch of suckers.
Literally, we couldn't do this without them.
No, we couldn't.
Like, remember that one week the checks didn't come in, and I couldn't talk.
No, I had to talk you off of the roof. You were going to jump that night. I remember that.
Fortunately, I live on a ranch, so it wouldn't have been a very far
But
fall.
it was scary, though.
It was scary.
It was dramatic.
It was like a psychological thriller more than like a real scary movie.
I came out as the hero that time. What a real big reverse in fates there.
You know, you were my hero when you came out.
I knew that.
I had a lot
tell.
of respect for the way you did it on YouTube. Do you want to do headlines?
After that, big breaking news. I mean, sure, why not?
Oh, so it is news then?
Yeah, it is news. You just broke it to everyone.
Wow, I thought so. That was a joke coming out video, or you were editing it?
No, that was just free time on my hands.
Just another one of your regular coming out videos you like to make.
That was art.
It was beautiful.
So what? You want to look at headlines? Is that what you're telling me?
I want you to look at headlines because it's always funny when you do.
All right, so let's see what the world news has for us today. Let's see. Doppelgangers take DNA test to find out if they're related. Surprised by results.
They are.
Do we want to look into that one?
Well,
they're two strangers from Ireland who never knew the other existed until like 2 months ago.
All right, here's the thing. You live on a fucking island. You're all related.
You're all drunk.
You're all drunk.
There's like 4 women worth screwing on the entire island. And Dublin.
It's a really white sister.
So, do you want to know the results?
Yeah, man, I have to know. You know what? Let's save it.
Next week. If you want another, tune in next week when Dave reveals the results of the DNA test.
I mean, is there a picture? Do these guys, are they guys or girls?
No, I don't know. It shows a picture of 2 girls, but you never know nowadays.
With the internet. It could just be clickbait. Are they like wearing like low-cut shirts? Because it might not even be a real story. That happens to me all the time.
All right, let's see.
You show me like a picture of camel toe, and I am clicking that link. I can't help myself.
Their names are Jeannie and Adams, which still doesn't tell me if they're male or female, but I believe they're women. There is only a 0.1% chance the 2 shared one parent.
Based on what?
Based
they did, or
based on the
did.
Probability of sharing.
Either they did or they didn't. Like, what the fuck?
So I'm going to say that counts as a no.
There's a 0.1%
0.1%
chance they shared a parent. I don't understand that sentence.
I don't understand what the whole test was about. It seems like kind of a wasted survey.
It's just Ireland trying to get back in the news. It's the best they could come up with. Let's move on. Fuck Ireland.
Cosby's trying to pick his own prosecutor.
Yeah. Good
yeah,
luck.
I guess.
Good luck.
Handing him a drink.
Let's discuss
it over a drink for a little bit. Maybe you think a little different about my pudding.
He needs like an ugly man so that he can actually concentrate on the trial and not which drug fucking cocktail he's gonna slip. Do you think Bill Cosby would date rape his own prosecutor?
Of course he would.
Of course he would.
You ever met a prosecuting attorney?
Isn't that all we need to know?
They all deserve a little rape.
Stop.
I said it. You heard it here first.
Do we have like a 5-second? Can we delete that real quick? Because wow.
I'm surprised this is live.
Well, not yet. It ain't. Oh, 2 people reported dead after Eastern Oklahoma bank robbery.
Were they the bank robbers?
No, it's the bank president, judging by this headline here from the AP.
So he got mouthy. That's what happened. He got mouthy. He wanted to be the hero.
Don't be the hero at a bank they're so overinsured. I mean, and even if they're not insured, we'll just bail them out anyways. That's, why worry about it? You know what? Not enough prosecuting attorneys get raped. Not enough presidents of banks get shot in the face.
Back-to-back stories. I can't believe I thought this was a good idea.
Thank your sponsors again.
Okay, so let's see. One more? Want me to find one more?
Something maybe funny.
Something a little bit more. Oh, Ariana Grande turns down Justin Bieber's advances by calling him Satan.
Okay. Is that French for the devil?
That's French for Satan.
See, now that's interesting because they're both Disney kids.
Yeah?
So, what are you saying? No, they're both Disney kids.
Justin Bieber's not a Disney guy.
Oh, did you? I thought you said Justin Timberlake.
No, Justin Bieber.
Oh, I get all my fucking.
You get all your
I get all
Justins.
my Justins mixed up.
You know what? They should have been. Bieber should have been in Disney. He maybe wouldn't be all hooked on drugs.
Yeah, he
Such
would.
a jackass.
He totally would. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that when a fucking Illuminati child from the Disney group starts calling people Satan. Either that's a really damning indictment or she's just all ass backwards. I have no idea.
Well, she's just jealous.
I mean, I'd like to think that, look, Satan's a bad guy. We all know that. He's the bad guy. He's not a douchebag like that, though, right?
He's the Putin of the underworld.
Like, wouldn't you be disappointed if you met the devil and it turns out it was Justin Bieber? You'd be like, huh?
That's it? That's
You?
what they were trying to scare me about?
You run all this? I find that hard to believe.
Listen, that's enough headlines. I can sit here all day talking about stupid shit. You had something that you actually wanted to talk about tonight.
You want to do that? Let's do that.
Well, why don't we give them a little taste of the tip? Kind of like I do when I go to your mom's house for Thanksgiving dinner.
You wouldn't know anything about my mom or Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm talking about the turkey.
She's an anti-Semite. She wouldn't let you on the property. Isn't that right, Mom? Isn't that what you told me? So yeah, I found this story. I just thought it was kind of interesting. At first, I thought it was boring, and then I learned that it was interesting. Don't judge a book by its cover, I guess. So they found this archaeological site in northern Kenya. Yeah, it gets better. It gets better. And it turns out it looks like it's the evidence of the oldest warfare between humans that they've ever found. And that's pretty cool. It's 10,000 years old. And someone was asking.
In Ethiopia?
Northern Kenya.
Oh, same thing.
And yeah, it was just kind of cool. They found, so they can kind of always tell when they find people that have been engaged in warfare. They find them with, like, their heads.
Arrows in their heads.
Yeah, literally, yeah. And in this case, because what happens a lot is they'll find people that have been sacrificed, and they'll have to figure out, was this war? Was this a he said these people, it was like a football field size, and it was just hundreds of people just fell right where they died. No one buried them, no one interred them, nothing. They just died, like, with their weapons and everything, just right there, and they were left. And they found them now 10,000 years later. And they found evidence of clubs, like swords, like primitive swords and primitive arrows.
Huh.
So
interesting.
Isn't it? See, I told you. It gets better.
10,000 years of killing each other, and we still haven't gotten it right.
Oh, I disagree.
Multiplying like rabbits.
I think we've got killing each other
There's
down.
more people than ever now.
That's true.
See, I'm not really for gun control. I'm actually the opposite. I think more guns.
Kill them all.
I think we should
That's
have
not
more
even-
guns,
more murders.
more weapons, more murders, more drugs.
More
Let's-
rapes, if you're talking
Yeah.
about prosecuting
And if you're talking
attorneys.
about prosecuting attorneys, we can go a lot further. And bank presidents.
All right. Well, you're listening to 13 Folds Radio on RIFreeradio.org.
Oh, yeah, we got more.
That seems like a great place to leave people. I really want them ruminating on that last segment.
We got more.
This is what happens when we do it segment by segment.
Oh, wait
people.
till you hear what I have to say about Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that's coming up next segment. You got music for us? What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I got some new stuff, actually, by a band called Autolux. This is Change My Head. And you're listening to it here first on 13 Folds Radio.
must train the body you leave behind. There's only one voice you can count on to keep you down. Skin the bees and stripe the ceiling when you wake up, 'cause all the movement undercover is just bad luck. I changed my head so I won't be followed. I changed my head so my friends don't call me. I changed my head so no one can fault me. I changed my head so I won't be bored. You know a certain